All right. What's up, everybody? Hey, this is Uncle Mark. I'm about to do another review here. Um, Another POV point of view. Okay, so I got this from a vendor from the Dallas Farmers Market. So he liked my steak seasoning. So he came out and got my steak seasoning. I have three great ones here. But the one he got was the smoke dust. So the smoke dust is new. And this is actually salt, black pepper, garlic, and it's been smoked in hickory for about 8 hours. And we break it down into it's a powder plus crystals in there as well. Got crystal of the sea salt, got crystals of the garlic, and crystals of the black pepper, including the powder form of it. So we get to see that in a second when we get ready to season the meat. So this is from Gabrielle's Ranch, 100% all natural. Um, you can go to GabriellePremiumBeef.com. You see that right there. So this is from the vendor at the Dallas Farmers Market. So he gave me this meat to do. He gave me this prime this ribeye here to do a review on. So I like to thank him for that. And the review is he wanted me to compare the steak that I buy from the store to the steak that he just gave me. Now, we're only here for a taste test. This is not about a competition between the two. This is about taste. He said that this is grass fed. Grass fed has a different taste than commercial. And one thing off the bat, when I noticed I got the commercial one or the grocery store bought one, it was a little bit more red. And I think that's from that, I don't know, it's that carbon dioxide or whatever it is that they put in there to make it turn that color. Versus this one was actually the natural color of the meat. There's nothing added to it. So this is all natural. And on his package, he said it's 100% all natural. So we're gonna give this a try. I don't need the knife. So we're gonna season this, and I'm gonna do it a little something different this time. I'm gonna actually put it on my griddle. I'm not gonna do the gas grill or flames. We're gonna do it. We're gonna sear it on the griddle, and we're gonna see how that actually turns out. And we're gonna be using the smoke dust, just like I said. And the reason why I'm using the smoke dust because some of my other seasonings they are really really good, and they have a lot of different types of herbs to it. I'm gonna use this one because it's straight smoked sea salt, smoked garlic, smoked black pepper. So your simple SPG. So that way we can get the natural flavors and the taste from each one. So, and it's gonna be my first time doing this on the using this particular seasoning on my griddle. Okay, went a little generous there on that side, and let's not leave this fella out here. And when you put this on, you can actually smell the smoky of it. The cool thing about it does have sometimes you'll get these little balls here of black pepper, little chunk of garlic, little chunk of sea salt crystals. That's the unique thing about it. Okay, and it doesn't take that long to adhere, and it doesn't take that long to sweat. You know how you usually want to wait a little bit so that it can adhere to the meat. Look at that, it's going right on in, ready to go. Okay, let's get this other side. Just picking up some extras. So yeah, come on out to the Dallas Farmers Market. Get you some of this smoke dust, or try some of the other seasonings. I got a perfect all-purpose barbecue rub. And that's the number one seller. If you're into sauces, man, I got some sauces. Now my sauces are not hot sauce, vinegar based type sauces. So usually, I think sometimes you go to restaurants and they make that quick vinegar hot sauce type uh, sauce for their barbecue. Well, I don't throw down like that. So come on out and try that. I got 3 different flavors of that as well. But of course, our focus point is on this smoke dust and the steak. And we're going to see how this is going to perform. Got a little bit dragging on there. We'll put it on top of each other like this. Sprinkle a little more like that, just to make sure everybody gets a little love. We'll do it like that. Okay? And I'll be cooking with butter as well. So let's get this ready and I'll meet you outside on the griddle. All right, guys, so we are back. Got this griddle ready. And I know this is not a Blackstone. Nothing against Blackstone, but I just got a good bargain on this one. This is from Sam's Members Mark Pro Series 5 burner griddle here. So man, it actually does pretty. Man, I love it. So let's get the butter started. And it's a 5 burner, so I have these last 2 burners off. I have 3 burners on. First on is the steak I bought from the store. Next on is the steak from the market. And like I say, both of these steaks are going to come out tasting great. They're going to be seasoned well. So what we're looking for is there a different taste profile? How about that? Let me use profile from a grass fed versus from the store. Uh, just to be fair, I'm going to cook this. We'll try to get this to 138 degrees Fahrenheit. That's how I like my steak, at 138. So we'll keep a little fairness there. Have a little tilt going on here because on my patio, it's designed to drain the water so it won't go in the weep holes. I learned how to use that to my advantage. I will say, if I had the Blackstone, I know my oil would have went, my butter would have went down the drain. But they have a fix for that as well, so you can actually buy something to block that off. So I did a review on this. I did a review on this griddle. You should check it out. Now, I like what works. If it works, it works. I don't care what brand it is. Hey, you can say Sears Roebuck, but did it work? That's all I care about. Uh, don't jump on bandwagons. You know, I try to create my own. So, but this right here, it works. I'm telling you right now. And the design and the way it looks is amazing. And I noticed that a lot of the griddle companies are going to that dark color because of the look. That dark look is amazing. All right, look at that sear on that steak. Haha, you see it? Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna flip that over. Look at that. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna let that hit a little bit more on this side till I get to my temperature. I'm gonna add little more, little butter in a second, and I'm gonna put a little dome on there. I like putting domes on mine. And you know I'm a little cheater, so I like to give my steaks a little pinch. Now only pinch that edge. Don't mess with the steak. Ah, drop it. Mm. Boy, I tell you, that smoke dust is hitting. It is a shiznick. I am going to push this smoke. I'm going to push this smoke dust hard this week. Run a little temperature check in a minute. All right, so that's 114, 117. Now, if I was on a gas grill or cooking in fire, I don't, I wouldn't flip my steak multiple times, but I'm only gonna flip it one more time because I'm gonna put a dome on it. A little butter right there, and butter right there. And a little touch of this dust. Here goes the dome. Now, I could have just closed the lid, but I got used to working with the dome because while this is covered, I can be working on something else. So people ask the question, hey, why you don't close the lid? Well, you can, but I'm just so used to using a dome, so don't let that throw you off. And your big time griddle cookers, they don't close the dome. They don't close this. They use domes. So people that's really throwing down, they're not using domes. I promise you. I'm sorry. People that are really throwing down, they're using domes. They're not closing the top. All right, look at that. Nice and juicy. That's why I use a dome. It makes that juice come up and go back down. So when you take it off, it's gonna soak right back down. And what it did, it took all that flavor, it's gonna push it right back down into the meat. I'm gonna run my temp. Hope I didn't go over. 135, 136, 136, 37. That's 38. So I told you I was gonna do 38. A little hotter in the other spot. So we're gonna turn everything off. We'll get a plate to put this on. I'm gonna take it off, let it rest. And what do I do with the leftovers like this? I run it through this butter like that, crunch it up, put it in a plate. I don't put it on there. I'm putting it on the sides. Because then you're over seasoning your steak. You don't want to do that. Now I like to put this inside the oven and let it rest. But of course the oven's not on. I like to just put it in there and let it rest. So we'll let it rest and then we'll pull it out and we'll go for the taste. Meet you back inside. Okay, everybody, we are back. We're back. On the inside, let's get us a test. Take this out the oven. And I want you to see those juices. See them juices? That's what you want to see. All right. Well, let's get this party started. Now, since this is my first time tasting the one from Gabrielle's Ranch, I'm gonna taste the store one that I eat all the time. So let's do that first. And as y'all know, the best part of the steak on ribeye is right up in here. There you go, right there. Best part. You're the best part. Right there, right there. Okay. Cut right here. Look at that. It's always gonna be perfect. I'm okay with that. That's my 138. We're here for taste. Mm-hmm. Tastes good as expected. Oh man, this right here is hitting on that. Man, y'all better get that in your pocket. You better go online and order this. People gonna start finding out about this. Another taste. All right, put the store to the side. All right, Gabriel. Let's see what you hitting on. Hmm? See what you hitting on. Let's see. Nice. Perfect cook for me. Love it. Hmm. Wait a minute. God, Gabrielle told the truth. And I ain't here just to pump it up, but that tastes a little bit more natural. Now, I ain't, now, don't hit on this. That's still good. But the flavor, and I'm glad I just used the smoke dust because I can just taste the meat more than herbs and rosemary and stuff. Gabrielle, I'm sorry, not Gabe. You can't say Gabrielle because that sounds like the female Gabrielle. Gabrielle's Ranch. Man, it's hidden. Love it. Hey, y'all gotta try this out. There's a different flavor in that steak. You know what? I would get this for the good nights. When I get this just for, just no occasions. So how do I compare this? You have your cigars that's an everyday smoke. You have your cigars that's not an everyday smoke, special occasions smoke. This right here, special occasion. You'll notice I'm still eating it. I need to stop. That's good. Man, I'm gonna say this for my next cook. When I do something on the grill. That's good. Gabriel. Sorry, Gabriel. That's on point. You know what? I just showed you how to cook a steak without marinating. You don't have to marinate your meat when you're using my seasoning. You don't have to. You're wasting your time marinating. You're killing the meat on the inside. The benefits to not marinating your meat, your steak, sorry, is that the flavor profile stays right on the outside, but in the middle, you still have the taste of the beef. So when your palate crunches down, it first starts off with flavor, and then once it gets to the middle, you're tasting the true beef itself, and it's creating a perfect blend in your mouth. Versus biting on it and all you're chewing on is the marinade and salt and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm not a fan of marinating meat, so this is good. Gabriel, you did it, man. It was good. It does have a different taste to it. I'm going back over here to make sure I'm telling you the truth. And I am. So guys, this is good. Go check out Gabriel's uh, selection at the Dallas Farmers Market. I say just go online, find them on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, so you can see where else he sells. I'm sure they sell more than just the farmers market. I'm sure you can pick up or whatever you need to do. I'm sure they probably do special cuts, whatever. I don't know what all they do. I'm gonna ask them when I meet him again. But this right here is on point, guys. I'm gonna cut this off. Hey, this is Uncle Marks. Remember, everything you do, make sure you do it on purpose. Because I did this here on purpose. Peace.